We're not muted.
I hope not.
I think we're good. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
It's off to work we go. No, it's not.
No.
It's off to dreams we go.
Ooh, I like that
We'll
better.
have some fun along the way. Hi ho.
Oh, wow.
Hi ho. Yeah, I know. I've got a beautiful voice.
You really got
Everybody wants one. But
we know it takes everybody a little while to get in. So if you are catching this on replay, just bear with us because we're going to give people a chance to get their clicking in and done and here.
Exact amundos, if you will. And Carolyn is going to get the Facebook group all set up as well. So let me tell you a story for those of you waiting on the replay. Hair. What the heck is this all about? I'm serious. Like I got this new do, I don't know, maybe a few months ago, and I'm loving it. It's like the feathery look. And for those of you in my age category, like Farrah Fawcett, that kind of coolness. However, I don't know what's happening in Alberta because we are not humid. But yet, I do my hair and it go away. So I'm just not clear. Yeah, we don't have anybody. So I'm feeling this.
What's happening here? Okay, we're in there. All that looks good. This seems to be doing something funny.
Okay. Well, we'll take a gander.
Oh, okay.
Is it rolling?
It seems to be rolling.
Okay.
Okay, I think we've got a few people joining. Oh, there we go. 5. Hello,
oh,
people.
Yay. Okay, that's fantastic.
Yes, please do let us know that you are here, who you are, where you're from. We love all those good pieces.
We do. And as Carolyn used to say, even who you're from.
Yeah, I said it once.
I know, but it's so funny.
It was so funny.
Because if it's so funny, it stays with you, doesn't it?
That's the truth. Okay, I think we've got a few people on now. Things are rolling. There's always a little bit of a lag. So hopefully we'll get some of those messages through in chats here.
Who are you? Come on, give us your name.
Give us something.
Give us something. Come on, my friends. Because it's all about a dream today. And let me tell you, you can have a dream and you can make it become a reality because why not you?
And we do have Cherie is here. Tanya's here. I had to go double click on the live button. Okay. Oh, glad we got you in. And of course, Tanya is from Alabama.
Came from Alabama with banjo on my knee. I was going to say 6 string, but I didn't think that was it. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, Sunshine's here.
Hey, Sunshine. I just love that name. Like I would always I'm just happy just anytime I actually message you because I'm like, yeah, sunshine. Even if it's cloudy out, I feel sunshine. And that's you, my friend.
And we got Kate from the UK in, Evangeline from Alberta. Perfect. Okay, we got some action happening now. That always helps.
It does. It makes us so excited. So welcome. This is, one of my favorite things to speak on is the dream because so many people think they can't have their dream. Or so many people give up before the dream is actually about to happen because no matter what, a dream is freaking hard. There is no way we'll ever tell you it's an easy piece.
No.
But of course, with our certification, it always helps because you have a group of people with you and you're always moving forward, even when it ain't going so well.
The like-minded people.
Exactly. But yeah, a dream, unfortunately, just doesn't arrive already built. But there's so much power to what happens when you just get that little seed planted inside. So we're going to talk a whole bunch about that. And it's been a long day since I personally talked about how this whole thing, Equine Connection, globally now became a reality because it was not easy. So we should go through the regular
old rigmarole stuff here. And I'll die first. It's okay.
Okay. It's Alberta.
Yeah, it's dry. That's right. So the first thing we always talk about is that lovely hashtag, which is
Holy Jumpin' Tuna Fish.
Because we really, and
that's right.
Shirt, had a girl.
Yeah, because Holy Jumpin' Tuna Fish is about building a dream.
It's true. And it's a Carrieism. So if you've never heard of it before, that's okay. She made it up.
See,
So, but it is something that we want you to put in when you hear something that really impacts you, or maybe switches your mindset on something, and you just think, wow, we want that holy jumping tuna fish in there. The second hashtag we always go with is that we are life changers. And that, of course, is not just us. It is not just our horses. It is every single one of us who have the opportunity to change a life for the better,
for the better or for the better.
Every single day that we live and breathe. And really, people, it breaks down to kindness.
Always kindness.
It's not that hard.
It's not. And yet it seems difficult for some.
Yeah, it does. But not for our peeps, right?
No.
So sprinkle that stuff around everywhere. Throw a little bit of kindness out in the world, because you never know what little action that you make can make an impact on somebody's life forever.
And I'm going to give you a little tidbit of advice. If you have anyone on your social media platforms who is just a meanie bogini, just get rid of them.
Yeah.
Don't, even if it's your mom, like, don't put up with that unkindness, because it's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Oh, we got Kelly and Jeff on.
Woo,
we had a
woo.
great, we talked to them yesterday on the phone. We were like,
Fun
this is
couple.
like old times when you could just pick up the phone and talk to people. It was great. We had such a great,
so much fun
convo with those guys. And then we have, I'm going to try this. Ihui.
Ooh.
I think.
From San Jose. I can say San Jose.
Yep, from
You
San
say the
Jose,
name.
California. And I hope that was right. And I apologize if I butchered it. And then we've got Lisa in from Canmore too. So welcome, everybody. There's something else I usually say.
Share.
Share. Why,
okay.
Carrie?
Because it's caring.
Sharing is caring, everybody. So please
Makes
do
me
share
so
this out. That's what makes it funny. So please do share this out, because a lot of people don't even know what their dream could be yet, because they don't know it exists. And I think that's a part of your story that you're going to go into as well. But we, don't always just look for the thing that's blatantly in your face. Sometimes people don't even know what's out there to actually be able to start something fresh and new. I did say it correctly.
Woo!
Yeah. Good.
Oh, we're excited today.
Yeah, that was happiness.
Nothing cooler than a dream, even though it might scare the living pee-pees out of you. It's okay. That's part of living life. So it's very, very exciting. So let us begin, hey?
But yeah, I think we go into it now.
So how I want you to know.
It's backwards, so it's really hard for us to figure this part out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the mirror flip. So if you go that way,
well, that's
it goes
dumb.
this way. Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
You want me to hold it while you talk?
There we go. So I just want you to know it actually all started with this, because all a dream is a seed that has been planted in your soul, your heart. There's something about what it is that you want that makes you think about it regularly, keeps you up at night, but then your brain gets in the way and of course tries to talk you out of that feeling that you have. That's good. So I like showing this book because this is a funny book to me. My mom was a single mom and we moved 25 times as a child. So as you can imagine, that would have been a very difficult.
It's a beautiful little book.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It would have been, it's just really difficult to always keep moving around. But I loved my mom and I loved that she was single and I loved that we were poor. And I loved that she taught me so much because she was just my cheerleader always. So she always promised in these 25 moves, which was always to the province, Saskatchewan, and always back to Calgary. Saskatchewan, Calgary. So what she did is she promised me that she would buy me a horse one day. Well, that never came to fruition. She just didn't have the money or the know-how. And you know what? I was never mad at her for it because I love my mom so much and in everything she taught. So she bought me this 25-cent book at a garage sale. And that was way back in the day because I'm an old man. So you can imagine, I am a child when I received this book.
And I love that it says for Carrie Williams inside.
Aww,
that's so cute.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So I read this book all the time. And I had no horse. But you see, there's where the original seed got planted. So moving forward, of course, how this all rolled, I am around, I think it was around 38. Now I've been an entrepreneur, I swear, my entire life. I just love working for myself. I don't like anyone else telling me what to do or how to do it. So no matter what, my mom and I actually made businesses. Some were fantastic and some were not, but it didn't matter. It didn't scare me into understanding that the dream has to exist in order for you to move forward. My other thing in a dream, just so we're very clear too, is, it's really overwhelming when you think of all the things you want to do in a dream, because they just start pounding out in what it is that you want. And again, remember, mine didn't come till around 38 in the horse world. Mm-hmm. So ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted a horse. I got one when I was 18. Then I had to sell that horse to get married to, it was my second marriage. Anyway, we won't go into that, but it still all started with that. And then having my own horse, and mom actually always sent me to Camp Chestermere, which was a Christian little camp. And that's where you literally got to be with horses for a week as well. So, any of us, we're horse people. The smell of those horses, man, when they're in your soul, they are there forever and always. And we just have to do something more, because horses offer so very much. We didn't introduce ourselves.
I knew there was something missing.
Yeah.
I'm Carolyn. That's Carrie.
Wow.
Do we go into all of it now?
I guess not.
I'm Carolyn. That's Carrie. Director of Sales for the Equine Connection, the Academy of Equine Assisted Learning, Inc. You go.
I'm Carrie Fulmag, the founder of the Equine Connection, a master instructor helping people globally around the world do what it is that we do. And it is the most greatest job on God's green earth. There is nothing to me more profound than working with these living beings who give so much to humans, but having a structure and having a way to actually help people heal, connect, become self-aware, and move forward with their curriculum programs. So seriously, we've been doing this since 2008. So it's been pretty magnificent. And there's not one human who's walked through our doors who has not had a change.
Absolutely not.
And that's always because of the old pony pones.
That's
yes,
true.
I call them pony pones, even though I know they're horses.
And you guys didn't get the initial introduction, but you're getting way more of the backstory. So, I mean, I guess it's like a crescendo to knowing about us.
Ooh, I like that. Very, very good. Chop.
Good word usage.
Yeah, it really is. So here I am. I'm getting an entrepreneur. I have my own businesses going. But at 38, it really hits me. I'm going to die. And just for you, all of you who don't even know me, I have lived my life knowing I can die today. So some people think it's weird. You used to think it's weird, but
morbid was
morbid.
I used actually.
But I love it, because I think the biggest problem that humans have in life today is they forget that they're going to die. And because they forget that they're going to die, because everything on this earth dies, everything.
We've had a lot of talk about this lately.
People forget to live because they forget they're going to die. So if you remember this can be your last day, it really gets you moving. It makes you, even if it's bad times, sad times, grief times, all these other happy times, all of these things, we're just continually having to move forward. So,
and I think appreciating it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's how I'm always living. So, but at 38, it really hit me hard. What is your purpose though? Like, seriously, Carrie, is it to sell material things to other people? I'm like, no, I'm done with selling stuff to people, because I don't want that. I want something that makes them feel incredible about who it is that they are, versus selling them a trinket or a piece of clothing or something to put on their body. So of course, equine assisted learning came into my life because I was also being an entrepreneur, but also being hired to work at the Strathmore Heritage Day Stampede, third largest rodeo in Canada. And my family and I worked on that for 10 years. And that's actually where I met Carolyn Charles.
That's where I came in.
And she impressed a living, I'm not going to say that word. I was going to say poo-poos out of me, but okay, we can swear too.
Yeah.
But she impressed me so much, because no matter what was happening in her life, like, she just was always there. She always showed up. She didn't have excuses not to work, even when she's on deathbed, and she is sometimes, because she's her body old.
I can actually die. Like you're saying really does apply. It could be any moment. Acid.
So, and that's how Carolyn came into the Equine Connection and how it kind of all rolled. It's been so exciting. So, the one thing to keep in mind when you have a dream, I always think about this. Because if you get overwhelmed in everything that you need to do and everything that it's going to cost, you're going to quit. You're never, ever, ever going to begin, because you will see the list of overwhelmingness that it's going to take in order to create the dream. So a good, I don't know if it's a parallel, maybe it could be a little bit of a metaphor as well, but my stepmom actually taught me this one. When I learned how to downhill ski, I was petrified. I was PPing seriously on the old ski hill because I had to come down the hill. Okay. And all of you understand that, but this is a steep hill in my opinion. So as I'm coming down, I'm freaking out. I don't know how I'm going to do this. And she skis right beside me. She goes, Carrie, never look down the hill. She goes, you just keep looking across. Then you turn and you look across and you look across. And before you know it, you're down the hill. Holy crap, I tell you, that has stayed with me for almost everything I have done. Even pulling weeds. So if any of you are not a downhill skier, don't worry about it. Pulling weeds is the same thing, because every one of us has got weeds, especially if we're on farms. When I go to the overwhelming bunch of weeds that I see killing my beautiful sunshine flowers, I know I got to pull those suckers. But I'm so, oh my gosh, this is going to take me forever.
Can't even get started when there's that many.
Right? So it's like one weed at a time. So really, really be very clear. One, you got the seed. It's planted in you. You have horses. You know there's something more that you're called to do. What's your purpose? Your purpose is to help another human on earth. That's all of our purposes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool when we know that's purpose in life. We are supposed to help another human being. But beauty is, we horsey people get to do it with horses. So it's like super cool. So really don't go to the overwhelmed place. Go to first. You can only do one thing at a time, one step at a time, one movement at a time. And if you can break it down each time, that's when you get successful.
Yeah. Even if it's a baby step, it may seem like it's nothing, but it's a movement. It's action, right? Because without the action, nothing happens.
Exactamundos.
Yeah.
So the second book, and then I'll quickly tell you my thing. This is Think and Grow Rich. I'll let Charles here. I call her Charles. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, I read this book when I was 18 years old. And this started my whole road on the entrepreneurial side, which I would not give up for anything. You could say, Carrie, I will give you $3 million if you come work for me. And I'll say, oh, no, thank you, Joe Schmenke, because I don't want no bosses. But this whole thing started my whole life in understanding how to create and maintain the dream. Thank you very much. Ooh. Vanna, you're doing a great job.
I did not. I almost dropped it.
The one story in here, because here's the thing. A lot of people with building a dream will quit before it's time, because they say it's too hard, or I'm too far, or
I don't know
this
how.
happened, or I don't know how. And these people are successful because they're closer to a big urban city or whatever.
Got more money than me. They've got this. They've got that.
Yeah.
It's really easy to do and pick apart all those pieces.
But it's really not true. But in here, this is the one story that stuck with me for the whole dream thing. Is it was about a gold mine, and this guy was out there and he digging, and it's like 10 years and he digging. He have no gold yet. Now he's come to his end. He says that the sign must be, I got to quit because there's no gold in this mine. Well, he sells his little piece, which whatever it was. The next group or guy who comes in to buy it, like it was either 10 feet or 100, 10 feet.
Yeah.
There was gold. So, that helps me hold on too, because how this rolled when I first started, there was no easy task in equine assisted learning. Nobody understood what it was that we were doing. Well, actually, I don't even know if we actually understood.
I know I didn't.
Right?
When you told me about it, I was like, okay.
Well, you were like, woo.
Yeah, no, I thought you were crazy, which is what the general population thought of us as well. But it wasn't, the whole animal therapy side of things really wasn't a prevalent thing at that point, which it doesn't sound like long ago enough for it to be, but it really wasn't a thing. So when we had first started, Carrie told me about it. I was like, okay, yeah, the horses are going to talk, and I wasn't a horse person.
And she's a skeptic.
And a skeptic of all things, absolutely. But, it's funny that the proof is in the pudding as we continue to go forward. And things are a lot more prevalent now as far as people understanding that animals can be helpful. But then, nobody really thought that we were going anywhere. They didn't understand what we were doing. There was a lot of good luck with that type of
Nobody. So here's the other thing. If you got the dream, I know you do. I'm just talking to you. It's planted. It's in there. People are going to tell you can't do it.
Yep.
People are going to tell you that horses are hay burners.
Yeah.
People are going to tell you it's not even possible. People will not understand what it is that you are doing. People will say you can't do it because you haven't been committed. People will say you've never owned your own business, so how can you do it? People will say, no, the government isn't going to allow you to write off things to do with a horse.
Yeah.
Believe nothing. Because if you start believing what the followers or what the people who aren't building a dream are saying, you will never get anywhere, and then you're just going to die. So then it's kind of sad because you just didn't move forward and make your dream happen, right?
And they're not coming out of malicious intent.
No.
It's not like people are going to be like, you suck, you can't do it. It's one of those things that's like, well, did you really think, it's like that little subliminal, like, I don't think it'll really work. Have you really thought this through? Those kinds of messages. And it was hard to, feel like we were still building something when there were so many people that said that it didn't count or matter. Like even one guy told us we needed a man at the front of our organization so we would have any clout. And we were like, oh, toodles, sir.
Get you later on the knick-knack, right?
Have a great day.
Like, it's so funny what people do. Even my beautiful 94-year-old grandma, after it's all said and done, because you still haven't heard all the horridness yet. But after it was all said and done, and it was about maybe 7 years in, my grandma calls me up. She goes, hey, Carrie, I'm just with the family. We're all sitting around. We're talking about you. And we just cannot believe how you made this business work.
It's like one of those, like, what do you call those? A backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, thanks, Grams. Yeah. Beautiful. Any hoodle. So how it rolls, I'm getting into this equine assisted learning. It cost me actually $12,000 back in 2008. Okay. So I want you humans hear that? $12,000. By the time I paid for a certification, by the time I kept flying back and forth for more training, because I didn't understand how in the world is this horse going to be a teacher? Now, back in the day, you got these manuals sent to you in the old mail and a CD.
Yeah. That
was the most disgusting thing. Like you would hear, like the wind is blowing. I can't hear one word the instructor is trying to teach me.
It was rough.
It was so bad. It wasn't even funny. So I start reading from the manual. Well, my kind of learning is not from text, from reading stuff. Mine is from actually seeing it, hearing it, and touching it. So I call up Tamara McKinnon. So Tamara McKinnon is the lady who's designed everything. So she was the brains behind everything. But she is on a hiatus, has been so for beyond years, and is so proud of the Equine Connection and how we've taken it globally around the world. So
and
that's
we're
been
so blessed to have her.
Oh, we love her to
death. A magical place that none of us could touch.
No.
It's like how she just sees and puts it all together. It like reminds me of like a part of the Matrix or something like that. Like she just is
it's
phenomenal.
Crazy weird. Oh, dig this about Tamara, who created it. So how she created it to begin with, she took everything was how do human beings actually learn? To this day in universities and colleges, B.F. Skinner and many other components are still part of what people are learning to this day. Then she took how do horses communicate? Then she married the two to create these objectively driven programs with predictable results so that there's always a result every time a client comes in and takes your program. When you are trained to understand that form of delivery, appropriate application, and how the horse literally does the teaching. We just find out the other day.
Yeah, she was part of the development of the Happy Meal.
McDonald's.
With McDonald's. She has, the woman needs to write a book because
she
has lived a life. It is incredibly impressive. And the more we learn about her, the more impressed we are.
I know. Yeah. Isn't that cool? The Happy Meal. So see, you're not only a part of the Equine Connection, you're part of McDonald's.
Yeah. Pure genius is what you're a part
of. Yeah, exactly. So any hoodle, I'm getting my stuff. I call up Tamara. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what you're saying in these words. I just don't. She goes, why don't you fly on down and take a look? Well, I fly on down, and of course I have to pay to be there too. So now I have to pay more money.
And stay there.
And stay there. So I get there, I'm watching the programs, I'm seeing how they're designed, and I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I think, yeah, this is for me. I come back home. Now I'm still running and managing the Strathmore Heritage Day Stampede. So it takes tons and tons of time. It's a year of planning every year, right?
Third largest rodeo in Canada.
Exactamendo. And the only running of the bulls in North America, because we got Pamplona. We don't count the same way. Any hoodle. So it's super busy. Now my head's starting to come in instead of just feeling with my gut. This is my dream, to work with horses. I don't know how I'm going to make this work, but I didn't want to do riding lessons. I didn't want to clean tack. I didn't want to be a farrier. I just wanted to work with horses, but I just didn't know how. And this was still it. But my head is now talking my intuitive, my gut out of, I don't think you can do this, Carrie, because why? You're not a horse trainer. So that's what I thought. So I called up Tamara. I'm like, you know what, Tamara, I really haven't done anything. Like, your books are like brand new. Would there be any way that I could get a refund?
I haven't even figured out how to run the CD-ROM yet.
No, yeah, exactly. Heck, I couldn't even do pages, for heaven's sake.
It was rough.
That was where she came in. So she goes, no problem. I'm like, what? She said, just no problem. Then she goes, you would have been the only one in Alberta doing this. Whoa, now.
She played her like a fiddle.
She got my entrepreneurial side. So now I'm up for the flip and challenge. So I take it on. Carolyn joins the team. She is to me, IT, website, marketing, because she actually knows how to work the computer.
It was a big part of it. Yeah. I brought another side to things for sure.
Oh yeah. I couldn't have done both pieces.
Yeah.
Because I would just wanted to be with the horses and do the programs. So of course we're thinking, we're going to make $1 million doing this business. I mean, as soon as we show a horse picture, people
somebody sign up,
knock down the door. So of course, how we started is one post at a time. We put up a post so we can maybe have some horses. You see what I'm saying? Like, then it was the next post. There was cries, there was laughter, there was agony, there was pain. There was all kinds of things like going on in this whole way we're getting started.
I think the laughter started when we looked back at some of our things.
Right?
Come to our camp.
Oh, we sucked. Like, we sucked the big whopper. This is why when you're with us in the certification,
I'll tell you what not to do.
We did it all the wrong way so we could provide the right way for you.
Absolutely.
So any hoodle, so it started one post at a time, but then I decided that, well, I really don't want to do it at my own place. I had 3 acres. With 2 horses. So I had met someone in a different certification, and she offered to rent her place to me and rent her horses. So I'm like, holy jumping tuna fish. Heck yeah. So she's down, I'd probably about 15 minutes from where I lived. So I rented her space, outdoor space, and her horses to run programs. Because as soon as I was certified, I got a call. Can you believe that? I get a call, and it's someone here that's close to me. Hey, Carrie, it's, I forget her name, Teresa from Siksika Youth Medicine Lodge. We have found out you are just certified and we want to hire you. Well, you never turn down business. I don't care if you're ready or not, because you will make it work. So now Carolyn and I are struggling. We have to
get everything ready.
Yep. So we make sure we have it all put together, because we got to roll. It doesn't matter that we're not clear on everything. We have to, because this is a contract.
Yeah. And you're running the programs by yourself at this point.
Yeah. Because
I wasn't coming in to do the horsey side.
No, she was in another little town, city.
Moved yet, but even when I first started with you, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
You go right ahead. I'll do this computer and marketing side of things. So you were still on your own, running them at somebody else's place with somebody else's horses outside.
Outside, my friends. I did that for 2 years. And you know what? It all worked. But then it opened another path to the dream. You see, this is why you can't do everything. It's not even possible in a dream, because your path opens, you get a certification. Your path opens, you get a contract. Your path opens, oh, need one more horse. Your path opens, oh my gosh, I can do weekend workshops at this facility. Like, you have no idea. Like, the seed is just the beginning, and your dream is going to be so much bigger than you could have ever imagined, as long as you keep doing the path, like one step
lay
at
the
a time.
blocks. You got to do the work with it and still keep laying those blocks to get to the next piece.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here we are outside doing our thing. We are not knocking down the door. None of our marketing is working.
No.
It's sucking the big whopper. We're doing trade shows galore. Well, then we finally do this last trade show, and it was with the Calgary School Board. And they said, are you like, is there a risk management? Like, I don't even think we could, if we wanted to bring our kids to your
unless
program,
you're part of it and approved,
you can't come anyway. So here's another roadblock. But anyway, we got approved. We did the risk management. The board came and did everything. Now life is happening. We got Sig Siga Youth Medicine Lodge, and we got the Calgary Board of Education. What can possibly go wrong now? And just so you know, I personally spent $300,000 to begin. Now, you see how too much?
Yeah, everybody just puked in their mouths a little bit, but it's not.
Yeah, you don't have to spend that. But I did it because we marketed. We did things in so many wrong ways. And just so you know, the 300,000, 150 of that is the arena,
right,
as the path open, because now I'm really wanting to just do this piece. So I'm not doing anything else. And we build, my hubby says, why don't we just build a little arena on our 3-acre parcel? I'm like, what? Well, isn't that just a brilliant idea?
Yeah, aren't you smart?
So of course we build the arena because we're building it for all the people who are coming. Like, you get that, right? But no.
Build it, they will come. Isn't that what the movie says?
Only Sig Siga really was. Even with the Calgary Board of Education, it wasn't like we had kid programs coming once a week. It was so difficult to understand how to even market it, even with them, even though we were approved.
Transportation and extra things with the red tape with some of that stuff was crazy. Yeah.
So here we head into 2011. So again, started 2008. 2009 is when we started getting heavy into our bad marketing.
Yeah.
June 1st, 2011, I walk out to the field and I see my horse and I know he's dead. And I had called a vet like a few days before to come and look at him. But she didn't come out because she thought, no, he's probably just fallen in the mud, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, he is laying on the field. I have a program with Sig Siga that day. Carolyn's still not here. So I am, of course, bawling my face off. I call Sig Siga to say we have to cancel today. Obviously can't deal with that. A few hours later, get a call. My mom has died. So not good day. So I have 3 daughters. So, it was beautiful because they said, well, maybe Buddy died so he could give grandma a ride into heaven. I'm like, oh, that's like so beautiful. Then I had 3 more horses pass away in 8 weeks. So in an 8-week period, or was it 5?
It was 6 weeks. And then was it 2 more within 12 weeks?
That's something. Yeah. It was crazy deaths happening.
A lot.
And this 8 weeks, I actually was pretty numb to what was happening in my life. And the one death of my one horse, because he was bleeding out and blood was everywhere. And, I had to call the vets. They came and, of course, looked after him so he didn't have to suffer anymore. But they had to give him a lot of drugs. So in that moment, it hit me. Oh, my gosh, I have dogs. Will they lick the blood and then will they die? So, of course, I called the vets and they said, oh, my gosh, Carrie, lock up your dogs. But they didn't tell me that at the time. So I have to go bring out like 200-300 feet of hose. And I'm spraying all the blood and I'm crying and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs at God. If this is your sign for me to not do this business, this is a shitty way of telling me, So I never know exactly what the answer was. I didn't get struck by lightning. So I thought
that's a bonus.
That was a good sign, good side. But, I think the whole thing that came out of that, me spraying all of the blood and yelling and screaming, is it hit me. If this is your dream, Carrie, it's going to be hard. So show me what you got. Do you just quit because shit's happening to you? All of this death, all of this grief, do you just quit?
Mm-hmm.
And my answer was to move forward. So here we are, 2011, and now we're starting to have to get horses and build all over again. And I tell you, because of that, this is where we said we are doing a certification that's going to knock people's socks off so that they don't have to get a certification, leave, and figure out, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
How do I get clients? How do I do my website? How do I market properly? We hired a coach for $20,000 in 2011. We said, you got to help us because we're forest through the trees.
We can't see it anymore.
We can't. Yeah. And I tell you that $20,000 not only helped us, but helps you because now we got her nailed.
Yeah. And that really did. It's what changed our entire outlook on how we do this business and what started rolling it into an actual profitable piece where we could get normal paychecks and start moving
Calgary
forward
Board of Education.
Yeah.
He was the one who helped us understand the gold that we had, how our pricing was so dead wrong. And that's why even corporate wasn't looking at us because we were way too low. So we had to really understand what this business was offering to our clients. And you know, my husband has the most incredible saying. He goes, there's never a problem, only a solution. Yeah, sometimes solutions cost the money, but...
And sometimes it's really irritating to hear that when you're in the middle of a problem.
But it does work.
But it's true.
Because if all of that wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't have created the most incredible out-of-the-box business package, business training, entrepreneurial training, support for the life of your certification, free training, because as the market or life changes, as horse knowledge changes, it's a living certification that always keeps you in the fold. Like we're so proud. Like we have over 400 facilitators globally in our community, active. Like it's just so beautiful to help people, to help other people, to help themselves, because there is not enough of any of us. It doesn't matter what kind of certification there is in equine, but we're this teeny, and we know in this disconnected world of people who need healing and awareness and connection back to who it is that they are and worth and value.
Now more than ever.
We want to help you to get to your success because it's too hard to do it alone, and it's too hard. There's not enough time for all of us to help all these people who desperately need us.
I like what Brooke said there too. Dreams are never easy to make come true. And, you know, Carrie's story is very inspiring, and it's not to take away from that, but nobody's exempt from a hard life, right? We all have the moments that you sit down and you're like, oh, wow, like I'm just getting bulldozed, or you just, you know, one hit after another. And we've all had that piece, but the one thing that's kind of cool in that is that's what connects us all. Because we all have a hard life. Nobody's exempt. And we all have to find some way to move through something, but all of us also have a purpose, and it's moving towards what that purpose is rather than away from it, because life is hard. But the hard things are the best things that will ever come to you.
They're the ones you remember. Yeah. You recall because they have so much more meaning. But wow, the dream is, it just is so freaking worth it. Like people, don't sit on the fence waiting for that safety. And even if you trip, because she always trips off that fence. No, I'm just doing a complete.
It's just a tight wire at this point.
But you know, it's worth the trip. It's worth the fall. It's worth the dive in, because not only are we going to die, but time goes by so fast. And in a blink, our life has already taken on a momentum. But is it the momentum we want to be working with? These ponies, and it doesn't matter how many horses we have even lost, and it has been our fair share, and it hurts your entire heart and soul, but you know, they're only borrowed to us. It's like all of our animals. So while we're alive, and while we're alive to be able to have purpose, how incredible to work with these living beings who are just so honest, can't lie, or they're non-judgmental. Like what we're doing to help humans globally, it's such a privilege and it's so humbling. And all of us who work with horses, well, you can't get a big head with them anyway.
No, they keep you pretty humble.
Yeah, they really do.
The second you try to get that ego in place, they're like, come on back down.
Right.
But I love even what you were saying with the horses there too. Cause I mean, as of yesterday, including dogs as well, it was our 16th animal that we've had to let go, over the Rainbow Bridge and that kind of thing. But not once would you ever look back and say that it wasn't worth it to have them, because even she was such a good helper to people. And that when Disco passed, all of the messages that we got from people that you really don't know the full impact that these horses have had on someone until something like that happens. And we got messages after messages and emails about Disco and how he had changed somebody's life. And we had the opportunity to be a part of that just by going through the grit and the grime and the dirt and the hard parts and all that other stuff to make the dream happen. But that's the dream, is that we got to help those people.
It's way more exciting to risk it in life.
True.
Versus, and I don't know, just sitting on a couch or just doing a job that you're not fulfilled with. I mean, it's great to have a paycheck, but is really money what it's all about? Not really. No. And any of us with horses know you don't make loads of money because horses are so darn expensive. I mean, if they've got a little owie, you're still at $1,000 with a vet.
Yeah.
But how beautiful. Oh, and I want to tell you too, I'll talk about the vet thing, but how beautiful to know that, what was it? Welcome to my brain. People.
You were going to tell them about the vet, but before that you were saying,
oh, the list.
There it is.
Yeah. Sorry.
We just got to backtrack.
Yeah. She helps me all the time. It's my old age, old body.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Together we make a full person.
One thing to always do, which is really cool, is make a list of what's the worst thing that would happen. Mm-hmm. If I chose to invest into myself, into my purpose, into what I'm called to do, what's the worst thing that can happen? Because when you understand what the worst is, it helps you to be a little bit more, okay, I can take that leap.
Yeah.
Because investing in yourself, so this is how I always think of spending money, especially when it's thousands of dollars. And I like spending thousands of dollars when it's about me because I deserve it, first of all. But I always think, well, what's the worst thing? I'm going to learn way more about myself because I do. And that's worth it because I want to have a good life on earth, even though it's very, very, very hard life because it's just what life is, right? I want to be able to have, things that are of comfort, no gold, no toilets that are made out of marble or anything like that.
That's what you think of as extravagant, marble toilets.
What else is extravagant?
I can see it. It's like the Dubai style.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden toilet.
Well, what would yours be?
The fanciest brand new car.
Oh, I would never think like that.
The high-end vacations.
Oh,
big house. Expensive couch. Not shopping on Marketplace.
I think that takes away from all the fun.
Those would be extravagant things.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is. But, and learning more about your horses, like I have to tell you, I think that's the biggest part of our certification. Every facilitator, it doesn't matter if you've been with horses for 59 years, for 40 years, for 2 years. Mm-hmm. When they take this, they're always like,
mind blown.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Holy jumping tuna fish.
Holy jumping tuna fish. That's right. So, there's so many power pieces when you do invest in yourself. And then my other thought is I invest in myself and let's say I don't get my return on my investment. Well, just so you know, like that can't happen because in my brain and the way my work ethic works, I say, I'll go clean some toilets. Maybe I'll go weed for somebody. Maybe I will go do a courier thing for somebody. But trust me, my money will never go bye-bye because I got it in me and work ethics to make sure I get all of that money back. And I always think too, hey, if I can just pay for people coming to see the horse, just because people will pay to come and see a horse.
True. Yeah.
It might be a slower process, but I for sure will get the money back. So that's always a nice thing to be able to do.
And an FYI, we did that. We cleaned the toilets.
We did.
We did
houses.
We did what needed to be done because, again, when it's your dream, If you want it bad enough, and some of you may not even know this is your dream yet. You may not even know that this was something that was possible or a thing. Like when Carrie told me about it, like you said, I'm skeptical, and she's telling me horses are talking, and I know nothing about horses. So I was pretty like, okay, well, I can help you with some marketing. And sure, why not? But it wasn't until like you have that first feeling or that first moment where you see a change happen for someone. Mm-hmm. Most of us are horse people. You felt what horses can do for you. That was beautiful when we were talking with Kelly and Jeff yesterday too. They were talking about that's why they wanted to do it, because they know what their horses have done for them and they want to be able to pass that on to others. That's the purpose piece. And this is how to do it, right? Mm-hmm. It's how to bring it all together. And there's so many ways that it's easy to sit on a fence and, not make a decision or just wait for the perfect time. I will let you know the perfect time does not exist. No, it's never going to come, because
just do it.
You're going to think, oh, my bank account's getting up there. I've saved up a little money. Boom, your tires
car.
Go.
Yeah, it's always a vehicle. Now we're switching from vehicle to car. That's funny.
Yeah, but it is. It's always something.
It's true. You're always going to have a problem with the bank account. It's just the way it rolls. I know even for myself, when I started, I didn't have no money. I had no money to start this business. Zero zippity doodah. But what I did have was lots of credit cards and lines of credit. And let me tell you, I used them all. And even my hubby, after the third year, he goes, babe, I believe in you, but we're getting pretty close to this not working. So that means you would have to get a job soon. I'm like, I know. So of course, that never happened. Praise the Lord. It never did. But, there's just pieces. And again, here's my other thought in my death idea. Well, it's not an idea. It's because it's a fact. Is even when I was 300,000 in the hole, did it bug me? Nope. Why? Because I'm going to die. I can guarantee you when I'm dead, I'm not thinking about no 300,000. Because money is dickety-doo-dah in the whole realm of that piece. Don't get me wrong. We need money to survive, as Carolyn will tell you.
Yes.
But it doesn't scare me to spend the money, because I just think, well, if I died, who cares? If I need a dress and it's $400, well, don't I deserve it? Darn tootin' galootin'. And if I died, nobody gonna worry about it. Nobody gonna worry about it.
And we're aware not all of you have that standpoint. Me neither. That is very hard for me. And there's reasons why we have boundaries in our business. Because if I had been in the hole the same way, I would have had a very hard time.
Hard to tackle.
Every day of my life until I was dead, like you say. But you don't have to. Like Carrie's go big or go home too. So when we started, it was every flip chart, everything was brand new. It had to be spanking newly painted, newly done. Not everybody rolls that way. There are many ways to get started that we give you, obviously, those ideas in the course too. Both options, the more frugal side and the go big or go home side, are both available to you. Because money is important, and money can be freaking scary. It can. And we get that piece, and we're not saying it, but it's also renewable. It is.
Always.
And as somebody who is very much so on the frugal side, I had a really hard time with that for a while. I love Tanya saying she's cleaning houses to keep her business going at this point too. You do what you got to do when you know you need to do it. Mm-hmm. That's why it's renewable. Because if you're a worker and you can get this moving forward, you'll make it happen. Mm-hmm. Because you're not going to allow yourself to go bankrupt. You're not going to allow those pieces to happen to you, because that's not a comfortable place for you either. So you find where there's a will, there's a way. And it is renewable. The money that just
it replenishes.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Replenishable.
Yeah, it is very cool. But sometimes money is the paralyzer of a human being. So then they're paralyzed by the money year or month after month, year after year. And guess what? 10 years has gone by and you're still exactly in the same spot. I always think of some of these people who wait to retire. When they retire, they're going to do this and this and this. And then they have a heart attack and they never got to do this and this, because we have no idea. Like all of you, if you think back, look at how time is just whizzing by like no tomorrow. Gosh, like a year is
August.
I know, like a year is like 2 months now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's crazy, or it feels like that.
Yeah.
But I do have a gift for any of you who want it. And I decided that, we give so much away on a regular basis, and we love to do so. But for this one, if you want to read, I just made a little book. It's my own book. It's little.
It's a nice read, but it's the story.
It's the story of how it all started. And let me tell you, it was hell and back. And it took a lot of years for my heart to even move forward, to be able to accomplish it. But I still moved the same for a year.
Yeah, it took a while to the real laugh and all those pieces were there again in the same way. But
yeah, because grief that's the heavy piece. And that's the one thing I always say, when people say, oh, time heals everything. No, it doesn't. No, you don't say those words. I don't like those words. Your heart doesn't recover from those pieces. How it rolls is you have your heart and it is broken, but you're able to understand how to move with that. That's why the horses are so powerful, because they give us all that power to take those broken pieces and we just move forward. Yeah. And it's just one little step at a time, always. So if you do want it, you have to email me and let me know that you want my book. Yes. And then I'm going to send you the PDF. But it's just me, myself, and I that you send it to.
Yep, absolutely. And it's not your dream if it's not hard. And that's just the truth, right?
That's the name of it.
That's the title of the book.
Yeah, I don't have a book to show you, which is weird because I have all the other books.
I feel like they're right over there.
They are.
Well, it's a surprise.
It's a surprise. You get to see the cover all by itself.
Yeah. See, that's where we'll be a little lazy. With our business, but getting the book, it's a surprise now.
But the one thing, even going back to this incredible support that you have, it really is cool knowing, like, we are with you. Like, we spend 40% of our time with our certified facilitators.
Sometimes more,
like right now.
Yeah.
But we do, because we really are there for you. Like, you don't have to do it by yourself. Why recreate the wheel? Like, that's one thing I didn't want to do being an entrepreneur, was start a business all over again, as I'm coming to my 40s. But oh my gosh, it's been so worth it. But that's why we think, why make it hard for yourself? Business is hard. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Not having support is hard. This is why we are your support team. We are your strength, that foundation that helps you to build your business. So you got the success. You can make moolah. Now you can make a living doing this business, as we have for the last 19 years.
Yeah.
It's just really difficult. And remember, I had to go in the big hole first in order to come out. But you don't have to go to the big hole. You just have to just think about a certification. The other thing I was going to tell you about was the vet piece. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're already spending money, you got maintenance, you've got your horses, you have vets, you have farrier, you have dewormers, you have hay, you have the supplements, you have fly sheets for anyone whose horses are getting eaten alive right now with mosquitoes. There's so many things you're always spending money on, because we work with horses and it's so worth it, or donkeys or the minis. But people, that money goes out the window. You can never get that money back.
Yeah.
You spend that every time, it's gone. But here's the beauty with understanding a business piece. You get to use those pieces that you're already spending money on with your business, because you are creating a skills development business while working with horses. So you get to utilize those things, because the horse is part of the business. They're not an agricultural business.
No.
They're not that. This is a skills development business that you are doing, so that you can help your accountants to understand, especially for those of you in your US of A, they need to understand it's skills development. It's not a hobby farm, and it's not an agricultural business. This is a business where you get your phone, your interest from your mortgage, your vehicle when you're doing business stuff. You get your portion of using your house for the year, because you do have work and business stuff. You're already spending the money. But when you create it into a business, this is the beauty, because now you can start making it happen with your accountant and bookkeeper, your expenses, your income coming in. You've spent too much money, how it comes back to you, how you can carry losses year after year after year till you've paid back that money. Then you're not paying taxes. It's a stunning business, but you got to make sure that you're doing it right with your accountants and bookkeepers, and everyone understands.
I loved some of these comments too, that they weren't showing me before, but they're there now. So Elisa Davy says they eat my cash. Yes, but that's where the write-offs come in. And then Sarah Lavoie, choose your hard, my friends.
We should have read that. That should be the ending.
Okay.
We were going to ask you a few questions too, because here we are. We're open to any of you, because you know what? If you feel that, again, you're waiting for the safe spot, it doesn't happen. There's no time that you just think, okay, now I can do it, because it just always happens that way. You know it. This is what life is. But if you have questions or you're needing to clear some confusion, please let us know. If you're needing to find a payment plan or something that works better for your life, let us know. We're pretty open. Mapping out what your business could look like with those that most times people work with people that they're very passionate about.
Yeah, something that connects with them.
And that's usually the best way. Like if you're just coming in to say, I'm just going to make money to pay for my horses. Well, sorry, that ain't good enough. You have to have the passion for what is the human you want to help. Is it the child at risk? Is it the woman with breast cancer? Is it the man in recovery? The teenager who's an addict? Like those are your purpose pieces. And then it all works, because then we show you how to roll with those. Is it support or encouragement? Let us know, because we are open to talking, to texting, to emailing, because yes, have your questions answered. That's just smart business. But if you want a way that it gives you a little bit of a net, if you will, we're like your net, because we're here to help you to get up, to move, to take the one step, then take the next step, and then take the next step. Because that's where a lot of people don't build their dream, because again, it becomes too big.
I love Sunshine's comment there too. I've deprived myself my whole life. I said, F it. I'll go into debt for this dream.
Woo, woo. That's what I did too. I love it, Sunshine.
I love this. And I appreciate your personal stories, resources, and positive encouragement. I'm looking forward to attending your certification in the near future. Yay. Thank you. Ihui.
I love it. You're very good. From San Jose.
Yeah.
See, I remembered San Jose.
But I really appreciate the phonetics. I have to tell you.
I love it when people put phonetics in. Oh my gosh. I suck at, see, I'm not that text reader.
No. Well, and then things are crazy now with some of the names too.
So we're going to end off with one of our most favorite poems. Is that what you call it? Ever. And this is from Sarah Lavoie. She's the one who actually helped us to get there.
I don't think that's the one then.
No. But I tell you, it's choosing your heart, because everything is hard. So more or less, choosing to be just where you are right now is hard. Because why? You think about all the things you always want to do, but you still it's just easier. But it's still hard because you're living there. But then choosing your heart also has to do with, if you take the risk, if you take the leap, if you do the investment into yourself, that's hard. So it's a really cool poem, because it's like, well, choose which one you want to do, because they're both hard, no matter how you roll with it. Again, what do you know? Choosing a lifestyle that's really unhealthy, eating those potato chips, McDonald's, Burger King, all the stuff that's processed. It's hard. But choosing a lifestyle that's health eating, that's hard.
It's all hard. One way or another.
You see, choose your heart. That's how cool it is. Okay, she's got it.
This is it. Yes. And there are many, many versions of this, because this can be really applied to so many things. But regret is hard. Discipline is hard. Choose your heart. Pleasing everyone is hard. Pursuing what you love is hard. Choose your heart. Being angry is hard. Creating joy and understanding is hard. Choose your heart. Having a bad attitude with those we love is hard. Having a great attitude with those we love is hard. Choose your heart. Indecision is hard. Trusting yourself is hard. Choose your heart. Suffering is hard. Asking for help is hard. Choose your heart. Giving or gaining weight is hard. Staying fit is hard. Choose your heart. Dealing with illness is hard. And adopting a healthy lifestyle is hard. Choose your heart.
You know, and it's beautiful. If you think every day when you're having to make a decision of some kind, just choose your heart, because there's only two, right?
Yep.
So choose which one you want to go. Choose which path you want to go, because it's all going to be hard, my friends. It's just choosing which way you want to live your life.
We did have a question on the Facebook as well. I already know what's in my dream. So excited to start your program. This is Maggie.
Hi, Maggie.
Can we work with a person who has PTSD or eating disorder? So absolutely, you can, to a certain place. Like if somebody has PTSD that is very, very fresh and the triggers are still fairly explosive and they're not quite there yet, that would be something you would want to bring in a therapy piece for first and foremost.
Not with yourself, unless you've got a degree.
Unless you're degreed.
Have them go to get that therapy piece first.
Absolutely. What we do is a skills development program. So we don't deal with the therapy or the psychological side of things that way. We help people build life skills for moving forward with their lives from where they're at as well. So depending on where they are with that PTSD piece, there might be a need for a therapist in it first. Same with any sort of other eating disorders or things like that. You'd want to make sure that they're at the right place to start getting the skills to move forward. But with PTSD, once they have started getting those pieces and they are in that place of recovery or reintegration into, living an everyday life, 1000%, this is where they need to be when working with their families, with others, learning how to do that communicating piece again, learning how to just be in a world, even our addicts or recovering addicts that we work with, trying to figure out how do you live in a whole new world now that it's like with grief, you still carry that. Yeah. It's still a part of you, but how do you function now in the world? That's where we can come in with those skill pieces as well.
No, absolutely. And our certification provides you with 12 incredible curriculum exercises. So it's so beautiful, because then you have your clients come back once a week so they can absorb and learn that skill and then take it to their life and come back and now learn an additional skill added to the other skill, and so forth and so forth. Like today we have our Calgary Dream Center, our guys in recovery. They come every Wednesday from all 2 to 3:30 all year round. And it's such a nice way to be able to understand how working with these incredible organizations help people, because they're already got it created, and we help you to understand how you want to work with them as well, because we need this.
I have a question. Could your business model assist with my dream to have a nonprofit serving youth risk and juveniles? Yes. We have definitely worked with youth at risk already when we first started, actually. That's where we started off with, plus working with juveniles as well. The nonprofit side of things you can look at, and it really is dependent on where you are as to what boundaries are put in place for that. But we can help you a little bit in guiding you on that side of things. But these programs and the business side of it and the model is stunning. For working with youth at risk and help giving them the skills to prepare for life and maybe making different decisions to move them in the right direction.
And Sunshine, yes, just so you know, because you got the Clydesdale, you got the big mama package, which is everything. So yes, you have training videos for every single program exercise that you have. So you're going to love that, because then you can just watch the video and then just before the people come and do it and then close her up. So yeah, you got her all.
And the in-person where you get to actually do all the programs and feel it for yourself, that is
outrageous.
Yeah. So stoked.
The magic.
It's stoking. I believe that.
Okay, everybody. I hope there's some inspiration that comes inside of your own souls and hearts, because you've got the passion. You have the horses. You know what horses can do because they've done it for you. Now just opening your life and your door and your path, allowing those humans to come to you because they're waiting for you. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful way to help one human at a time and have purpose, to know you're doing something really important in life, because this world is just a discombobulation. Yep. How beautiful to bring so much strength and foundation and connection back to a human.
Absolutely. And I think we're going to be on next week. Is that true?
No,
we're not. Then no. So hope you got your fill, because we're not coming back. But remember to email Carrie as well if you are wanting a copy of the book. Kate, I see you did already. Thank you so much. And we will talk to all of you guys very soon. Stay in touch and do send us all those questions if you have them, or any ways that we can help you out as well.
Absolutely. Have a great day. Make it happen, my friends.
I have to hit the button.
The button.